Going on, people? It's your boy. We back. We back, baby. The boy DJ here. 1/3 of the NFC South NFL. And I'm here with my boy, Mr. Mike. Yeah. Go ahead, boy.
What's going on with you? It's your boy Mike Rick. As you see, I am the Carolina Panthers representative. We are part of the NFC South versus the NFL. Hey, man. It's been a while, man. We're excited to get back to talking football, baby. 1 month away.
Real football. So let's get into this, man. All right, man. It's the first week, man. This should be actually the first week of preseason football. We should have watched the Hall of Fame game by now. But, you know, what we're going to be talking about today is the reason why we ain't watching no preseason football, which is the COVID-19 situation we all dealing with as people, a community, and obviously, if you're a sports-loving fan, you're seeing what's going on out here. And we're going to look at the way it's affecting the NFL. And obviously, we're going to get around the NFC South and talk about these NFC South teams. So let's get to it. All right. So, Mike, COVID-19.
Yeah, man.
What do you think, man?
It's really, I'm interested to see how this is going to play out, man, especially with Major League Baseball, and they had their issue popping off, man. I believe it was the Marlins. The NBA has done a hell of a job, but it's different. It's pretty much like a extended, long 3-month AAU tournament getaway where they're all staying in hotels, staying together, building bonds, all that type of stuff, just having a good time without, family and friends. But it's easier to monitor that way. NFL, it's going to be tough, man. You're traveling, doing all kind of things. I'm interested to see how this plays out. They're done with the opt-outs. The opt-outs was Thursday by 4 p.m., so no one at this point can really opt out unless they retire or quit or something like that.
Retire, huh?
Yeah. We're
gonna get into some of that later on too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this COVID situation is interesting. Like you said, the NBA is definitely above everybody else. But I mean, come on, their roster is very easy to maintain, so it makes a lot of sense why they're the leader when it comes to this. And doing it the right way. It seems like the NBA though, I ain't gonna lie, it always seems like they're always ahead of every other sport.
Right.
When it comes to everything, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. And it seems like the NFL is trying to be the ones right on their toes, like, hey, yeah, we might not have a bubble. We try to figure it out just like y'all do. So we don't gotta miss the season because like baseball, I don't know, man. They're in trouble. But
yeah.
But yeah, with the NFL, COVID-19 situation, you got these extended rosters. I think is very interesting. 16 extra, I think, players that can be added to the practice squad.
Right.
And probably interchangeable. That's big, man. That's like baseball. You know what I'm saying? When they're talking about like the lineups when a pitcher gonna pitch on Monday or Tuesday, you got that type of flexibility with the players you get to keep on that roster. I mean, it's gonna suck probably for the younger kids because they're not gonna be able to show nothing. But from a team aspect, man, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Because you have what you need. I mean, the only player obviously you don't want to lose on any team is obviously your quarterback because that's the hardest thing to replace. But everything else, man, I mean, obviously got your stars and stuff, but I like it. I like what the NFL is doing with that. I really do.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I believe it's like you said, 16. So you're talking about an additional. It should be 26 players. I think it was 10 before on the practice squad. So that's giving you with the 53-man roster. That's putting you at about what is that? 90 players. So that's roughly about 89, 90 players, something like that.
About 79. So I think 53-man roster. Well, 53 is including the 10 on the practice squad, right?
No, it's 53, and then it's the 10, and then the additional 16. So you got 53,
like 79 players.
Yeah, so you're talking about it'll be about 80 players, which still that's much more than 63. So that'll give them more flexibility. So, but
definitely, man. And the other thing that's really big and affecting, obviously, in the NFL, like I just said at the beginning of the video, no preseason games, man. the first real game action is gonna be game action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna be legit. It ain't gonna be no, I play one quarter. Nah, bro, you better be ready to play 4 quarters. I mean, that's the good thing about this thing, though. If you look at a lot of players didn't play around the offseason. This is around the NFL. These mugs is ripped. I mean, you see some of these players out here.
Yeah.
I know on my team, you look at Jordan Whitehead. Jordan Whitehead's like a damn action figure. I'm like, God damn. There's a lot of these players, man, they come, they even talk about how much they're working out because they can't go nowhere. Obviously, with the COVID situation, you can't go nowhere. So, hell, what am I going to do? I'm going to my boys' house and work out. That's all they doing. So, we're going to see some in shape mugs. But I did hear Bruce Arians, I know we're not against the Bucs yet, but talk about how the young players don't know how to train yet. So, it's interesting to see if that's, like, the entire league because they don't know how to take care of their bodies yet. So, that's going to be interesting to see. And
nah, that's just
team heavy like y'all. Huh?
That's just Bucs draft picks.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
All right.
Anyway. But you got anything else to add with this COVID? But yeah, man, it's gonna be a very interesting. Like I said, I think it's gonna be like a kind of a test run for the future. Especially
Right.
with the CBA coming. They're gonna get to see what no preseason game. I don't see a league without preseason games. Can they cut them down? Yes. Cut them down to what, though? 1 or 2?
I think the ideal number was 2. You can get 2 preseason games and go from there. You can have maybe one game that the starters play more in, and then the other game is just kind of like evaluations, and leave it at that. But that's more of the compromise that I've been hearing around the NFL. So,
okay.
Yeah, man. But that's all I got about this COVID thing. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I pray to God that we can get through this entire season healthy. The players can be healthy and nothing, any deaths or anything that's very career-ending stuff coming from this COVID thing. So praying for y'all. Go out there, do your thing. Most importantly, I do want to throw this plug in there before we transition. If you all, and y'all may leave right after this, but if you all are hating on any of these players, giving them a hard time, busting their ass because they don't want to, or they're making a decision not to play because it's what's best for them and their family, you really need to wake up. You really need to wake up. It's more than just football, man. These are people's lives. These aren't machines. They're not animals, and they are not your entertainment. You do not own them. So let me get that out there. You do not own them. These are human beings. But that's all my take on that, man.
Good, man. I'm happy you got that out, man, because that's 100% true. And obviously, we're going to see some things we're going to talk about later, obviously getting closer to the season. There's a good chance we're going to see, which is obviously with the BLM movement, obviously Black Lives Matter and possibly kneeling. We're not getting to that right now, but there's going to be a lot going on that threshold. And people are going to have their comments when it comes to this. So that's going to be interesting to watch. But, yeah, man, that's about it we got for COVID. But let's get into this NFC South. Around the NFC South. Around the NFC South. I mean, we're going to go around here. Some Panthers. We're going to talk about some Atlanta Falcons, some Bucks, and some Saints. TJ.
Yeah.
All right, man, we're going to start off with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, around the NFC South with the Atlanta Falcons.
What we got going on in
well, the most updated news I would say with the Atlanta Falcons is the addition to Darqueze Dennard, the cornerback that played in Cincinnati for about 5 seasons. This was an interesting pickup. I was shocked because, Pro Football Focus is a source that, we utilize at times, but had him ranked pretty high for his production, especially last year in coverage and things like that. So it's interesting because he had signed a deal with Jacksonville and it fell through. He had like a 3-year deal. I think it was like $4.5 million, something like that roughly. But the Atlanta Falcons were able to get him for, I believe, a 1-year deal for $910,000.
God damn.
Yeah, that's a steal, Atlanta. I got to give you props on that, man. So that was a very big signing for them for the price. And they also picked up Yeah, yeah, and we're gonna talk about that too. They also picked up J.J. Wilcox. DJ, you should know all about this free safety.
Actually, I shouldn't. He didn't last long. Obviously J.J. Wilcox. He was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
I think he did his contract with them. Bounced around a little bit. Bounced to the Bucks. Bounced out the Bucks. And I think he's been on the streets for a little while. No, I think he landed somewhere else in between.
Yeah.
But it wasn't long lived. But yeah, now he's back he's back into the NFL, obviously, and he's with the Atlanta Falcons. And I think it's going to get into our topic for the Atlanta Falcons. This secondary, man. I mean, you see these two moves right here. We already talked about this prior to. I think the Atlanta Falcons secondary is weak as AF.
Right. Worse than the South for sure.
Yeah, so I think that this was a necessary move with both of them players, and even with these moves, man, how do you see this secondary?
Well, the way I look at it is the cornerbacks, man. I mean, the Atlanta Falcons had pretty much a 3-man guy. I mean, a tryout, I guess I should say, to be for 2 positions, which was Terrell, who they drafted, Isaiah Oliver, who hasn't shown me anything. I don't know about you, DJ. But they also had this kid named Kendall Sheffield. And those 3 are really fighting for those top 2 outside corner positions. Dennard is more of a nickel corner, and he's a very, very good nickel corner, and he can play outside if needed, but his strength is more in the nickel. So, but this does give them depth. So, man, look, this secondary is, especially with the weapons in the NFC South, man. So, this was a necessary move. I don't know how great it would be. I was surprised Logan Ryan didn't get picked up by them too. I would have picked up both of them.
Or Jermaine Johnson or something. Yeah. I mean, like you said, with this secondary, man, y'all talking about they're going to be led by a rookie, A.J. Terrell. That he's going to be the best corner they got. He's going to have a lot of growing pains and learning pains that he got to go through. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, that's my daughter in the background. She over here trying to get in the room, but
I ain't even
okay, but but man, yeah. But so, like I said, A.J. Terrell is going to be your starter. He's going to probably pick up your number ones. And after that, you got this Darqueze Dennard now. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, we got a bunch of nobodies at this cornerback position. I'm sorry. I mean, Jordan Miller, Isaiah Oliver, we saw a little bit of him. Hey, I don't know if y'all want to continue to see him.
I think they believe in Kendall Sheffield, though, man. I really think he's going to be a guy that so Atlanta Falcons, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't fool with your team like that, but I know I do follow certain positions, and this kid, I do believe that you all are high on him. If I'm wrong, chastise me. I'll do that anyway because you ain't no Falcons representative on this show because y'all ain't fans. Anyway, that's another take. My bad. Go ahead, DJ.
I think this is the point. This is the part of the team that, it definitely needs. I don't know. It needs something because, like I said, with Keanu Neal can't stay healthy. Hopefully, I don't ever wish injury on nobody. I mean, I hope he can stay healthy for we can, bombs over Baghdad over his head. But Ricardo Allen, he's pretty much he's been the staple in that secondary.
Yeah.
So he does all right there. Obviously, got a little depth with Kenzie or KZ, and I got a little bit background, but it's going to be interesting. And then, obviously, with this front, can they get some pressure to help out this secondary? Because we ain't talking about no fly zone with the secondary, so it's going to be something to watch going into when these pads come on another week. So Atlanta fans, let us know. How do y'all feel about y'all secondary?
Shootout.
I'm ready. I can't wait to see y'all.
Me either.
I can't wait.
But it will be a shootout. I think every game you all play will be a shootout. So, yeah, that's
don't sleep on Raheem Morris now. Don't sleep on Raheem Morris. My boy out of Jersey, Irvington, baby. He had to play at the end of the season.
But yeah, that's how I take on the Atlanta Falcons, man. Yeah, That's all I got for them right now. I mean, there's some more stuff that we'll hit in later on, but this is just kind of more of the breaking news, the most stuff, I guess, the newest transitions and things that are going on in camp starting. So by addressing the secondary, it lets us know how confident you are in that area on your team. So any closing statements you want to say?
I mean, we can make a little mention. The Dan Quinn press conference that probably happened about a couple of days ago, a week ago. One thing you can notice when talking about that press conference is a sense of urgency, because he knows what time it is in Atlanta. He knows that he on that chopping block. He's talking about, how he's hitting the ground running with these rookies and trying to get them up to par, because he knows he needs those rookies.
Yeah.
He needs AJ Terrell. He needs Marlon Davidson. You know what I'm saying? He needs these players to come out here and play. And you know what I'm saying? He made mention, so I guess there's two different ways with the COVID. I know when he mentioned that. You can pick like a 90-man roster, or you can pick and they can split up to two teams and like first and second year players and veterans. He made mention to that. He was like, I don't think I'm gonna go that route, because how am I gonna get AJ Terrell and Marlon Davidson, intertwined with our offense and defense and get them up to speed coming week one. So it sounds like they're going that route, but like I said, it's just very interesting hearing Dan Quinn talk. And I watched a couple interviews with him, but he just seems and sounds like we going all out for this one. So I see why y'all saying this is a year y'all gonna have to make or break. So I see why.
All right.
He gonna break. But that's all I got.
Well, in there, man. Well, Atlanta Falcons, good luck. We will be coming with more news for you all, predictions and everything, man. So
give us some more stuff, because I'll comment. So bring it.
Oh yeah, bring it. We'll definitely have some dialogue. So
if y'all ain't check out our other videos, please check them out with the other teams. We probably didn't end the ones where we should have.
Right.
But we're gonna end this one on the good foot. It's your boy DJ here with my man Mike. We are 2/3 of the NFC South versus NFL, and we are back. We're gonna bring y'all weekly videos, updates, because the season is here.
Yes,
the season
sir.
is here. So we're gonna be in. I'm gonna try to start doing my individual videos. Mike, he already on it. I know y'all checking them out. Continue to check them out. Continue to check out TJ at Stay of the Saints
podcast.
He's coming back. Podcast, but he'll be back.
Oh yeah,
I'll be making appearances on there too. So be watching now.
Yeah. So we all getting our own channels too. So you might see us kind of bouncing around. So just be on the lookout, man. Just be on the lookout. We all still the NFC South versus the NFL. So just be on the lookout for great content, man. And thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the comments. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the subscribes, sharing, all of that, man. We are grateful for it, man. Don't forget to follow me at MikeRick07 on Twitter. Follow the channel on Facebook, NFC South versus the NFL, along with YouTube, NFC South versus the NFL.
Yeah, we're back open. This COVID ain't holding us back no more, man. We are back open. You know what I'm saying? We're going to leave out with that. I appreciate y'all, and watch out for our next video.
Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets on, cause I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder, damn. But